For years, fans of mountain men associated Tom Orr with the quiet strength and independence of the Montana wilderness. Living along the Yark River with his wife Nancy, Tom represented a fading frontier lifestyle, trapping, tanning hides, crafting traditional tools, and surviving harsh winters far removed from modern convenience. So when rumors began circulating that Tom Orr was leaving the mountains, longtime viewers were stunned. The idea of him stepping away from the remote life he had embodied for decades felt almost symbolic, as if an entire era was quietly coming to an end. When Tom finally addressed the truth about leaving, the explanation appeared far more practical and human than dramatic speculation suggested. Life in the mountains is physically demanding, especially as age advances. Years of hauling supplies, chopping wood, navigating deep snow, and maintaining a remote homestead take a toll on the body. While Tom built his reputation on resilience and self-sufficiency, even the strongest individuals must eventually confront the realities of aging. Reports and interviews have indicated that health considerations and the increasing difficulty of winter survival played a significant role in his decision. Rather than a sudden or mysterious departure, it was a gradual recognition that the lifestyle he loved was becoming harder to sustain safely. For viewers who romanticized the rugged isolation of his existence, this decision felt emotional. Tom was more than just a cast member on Mountain Men. He symbolized authenticity. Unlike manufactured television drama, his segments focused on craftsmanship, patience, and deep respect for nature. Seeing him consider stepping away reminded audiences that the frontier spirit, while powerful, is not immune to time. However, leaving the mountains does not erase the decades he spent mastering that life. In fact, it may reflect wisdom rather than defeat. Choosing safety, stability, and proximity to medical care can be an act of responsibility, particularly when family is involved. Another important factor often overlooked in dramatic headlines is the role of family dynamics. Tom and Nancy built their life together in the wilderness, but like many couples later in life, priorities can shift. Being closer to children or extended family, especially as health needs change, becomes increasingly important. This does not diminish the years of independence they cultivated. It simply marks a new chapter. Reality television sometimes amplifies transitions to heighten emotional impact, framing departures as shocking revelations. Yet in truth, Tom's explanation appears grounded in practicality rather than controversy. There has been no verified scandal or hidden conflict driving his exit. Instead, it seems to be a deeply personal decision shaped by age, environment, and long-term well-being. It's also worth noting that Tom's legacy extends beyond his physical presence in the mountains. Through Mountain Men, he introduced millions of viewers to traditional skills that might otherwise fade from public awareness. His demonstrations of tanning hides, building tools, and respecting wildlife offered educational value rarely seen in mainstream entertainment. Even if he no longer resides full-time in the remote wilderness, the knowledge and philosophy he shared remain intact. The emotional reaction from fans likely stems from nostalgia. Watching Tom navigate snow-covered landscapes and prepare for brutal winters created a sense of continuity, season after season. His departure symbolizes change, and change often feels bittersweet. However, growth and adaptation are natural parts of life, even for those who seem permanently rooted in one place. Ultimately, Tom Orr addressing the truth about leaving the mountains reveals less about loss and more about transition. It underscores that strength is not only measured by endurance but also by knowing when to shift course.